Guys, welcome back to the Tukes and Tires YouTube channel. As always, I'm Zach, and this week we're throwing this monster 6.2 liter LS into my dad's wagon.
Hey, is that Timmy's?
Yeah, because we're in Canada.
Alright guys, well, welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Zach, and this week we're working on my dad's wagon. So there's been a couple videos out on this thing, but you know, not too many. He's been working, you know, leisurely on it, but that's alright. But we're getting sick and tired of this thing not running right. For some strange reason, so it's got a small block Chevy in it that we put in there, and it used to run pretty good, but now it only runs on like half of the side of the engine. And we don't know why. All 4 cylinders on one side are dead. We got no idea why. So we thought before the end of the year, we'd try to do one more LS swap. So we're going to try to get this 6.2 liter all aluminum block into this wagon. Dad's got a 2-wheel drive 4L80 to go into it. So I think we're going to start by stripping the front end, and then we're going to pull the motor. Dad's going to want to clean up the frame, maybe paint the firewall. But we'll start by getting this front end off, and then we can see the motor a little bit better, so we can try to get it out of there. So the front end came off pretty quick on this thing. We only had a few bolts holding it on there. So now we're gonna obviously drain the fluids and take off as much stuff as possible that we can. And I thought I'd show you guys what we use for actually draining coolant. So probably most places sell these things. They're just these tubs, I don't know what you want to call it. But basically, I just bought this with the lid. So it's super handy. So it's like it'll slide right underneath the car. I guess I should show you that. Slide right underneath there. It should be able to catch any mess that we're gonna make, and then you can put the lid on it and store it for later when you can actually deal with it. So we're gonna start draining that stuff, and then we'll probably come back to once we're yanking this motor out of here. Also, remember guys, wood's your friend when you're temporarily, you know, moving stuff around. It likes to hold things up pretty decent. Okay guys, so we got the front end off completely. We got all the bolts out for the transmission, just on the cross member, and then we just have the bolts still just holding the front of the motor up here, but we're gonna slide them out once we get tension off of them by lifting and using the crane. So we're gonna see if it slides out of there. Oh, you're gonna dent that valve cover. That's not good. Yeah, it's still not free. There should be a 5/8 right there.
What'd you do with the nut?
It's right there behind it.
It's right there behind me.
On the floor.
Oh, okay.
Binding on it. Yep, do that. Yep, we're good.
Gotta run a secondary chain.
Just support the back. Oh, okay, I got you. It's funny, I ain't do that. There's one like right beside you over there. You want to try to go down a bit with the chain? So you can lean it forward a bit, or
Yeah, try it.
okay, keep going.
Yep.
Oh, oil filter.
So it's rolling on its own.
Yeah. Well, there we have it, guys. Look at that. Came out pretty slick. So we're gonna get this situated probably tomorrow. Move it out of here, and then we'll start cleaning up the firewall and the front frame section, and then we'll see about maybe tossing that LS in there. So this was a successful night. Okay guys, so we got the frame, well the front frame section all cleaned up in the firewall, so I thought we'd go over what we did to get it clean. So I just used an assortment of wire wheels, wire brushes with some brake clean just to loosen some stuff up. It gets all the stuff, you know, all kind of pre-clean before we're actually gonna wipe it down with something else. So what I just use is I just have some final wipe, or I'm pretty sure they call it wax and grease remover mild, and I just got one of these spray things. So basically I just went, sprayed it all down, rubbed it down with a shop towel like this, you know, just whatever. But got it pretty clean. It leaves a little bit of film residue, so what we do is we just go over it with a dry shop towel just to kind of clean it up. But what we're going to use on the firewall is we're going to use this, it's called, I don't know, high build enamel. It's like this kind of truck heavy duty stuff. I don't know. We seem to like that. It lasts a really long time. Goes on there pretty nice. There's some weird thing about that. You can't put coats on it after it's dried or something like that for, you know, a couple days. But, you know, this whole can will be perfectly fine for the firewall. And then for the frame, we're just going to use just some Trem Clad, and we're going to brush that on there and let it dry overnight. So we're going to start painting this, and we're probably going to come back once she's all painted up and ready to put the motor in. So it's looking pretty snazzy. So we got the firewall and frame all painted up. It's looking pretty slick. It's actually the next day. It's still a little tacky because it's cold here in the shop. We heated it up just a little bit to try to, you know, get it to dry, but so far it's pretty well dried to the touch, but we might just leave it just a little bit longer. But we got the motor and tranny pulled out, and I thought we'd talk about a little bit on what this is, what it came out of, and what the transmission came out of, and how we're going to try to make it fit in there. We still don't know the oil pan. This is a factory truck one. Dad's probably going to change it out to either we're going to cut one off and, you know, weld it together, or we're just going to buy one off eBay. But hopefully that's going to fit for now, just so that we can get this car to move around a little nicer in the wintertime. But this motor actually came out of a Escalade. So it's a 6.2 all aluminum block. I can't remember if it was an 07 or 08. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's an ls3. It's pretty stout unit. You probably saw we had another video where we fired it up. This thing is pretty wicked compared to anything else we fired up. And this transmission that we're going to be using came out of a I'm pretty sure '05 Savannah van. It had a 4.8 behind it, so hopefully it's gonna work. You know, we've got the right flywheel on the back of here, so it's a smooth flywheel, so it should bolt up, you know, pretty good. We're gonna cross our fingers. And then Dad bought a couple of these plates here, and you know, there's a whole bunch of companies that sell them. We actually found these at a flea market. I think they were like $10. Came with all the hardware to bolt them on. So pretty much this car, because it had a small block Chevy in it before, and Dad made mounts on the frame. I don't know if you can see that here. It's pretty dark, but basically there's some custom mounts that come off the frame there. So these factory mounts should bolt right on and bolt this motor in exactly where we want it to. I think we're going to try to figure out which holes to put it in, but we're going to get this bolted together and then try to stab it in that car. So, you know, we're going to do that and then wish us some luck. Here we go. Okay guys, we got motor and tranny all stuck together now. We got the torque converter bolts in, and we're going to try to jab it into the car. So I think we can do it. We've done a couple so far. I think you're good right there, Dad. Yep. Okay, you might have to bump her down. Okay, right about there. The engine's sitting on that bar down there. Might have to get the jack underneath the tranny.
Here, you go operate that thing.
Where do you want it?
To touch up.
Here? Yeah. A little more or what?
That's the touch down. Just the hair. A little more.
A little more?
Yeah.
You're so close. How's that? A little more?
Yeah.
A little more?
More. I have to reposition the.
You got lots of room here for the heads to go back.
Well, I mean, the thing is hitting the tunnel.
Where's it hit? Oh, okay. But it'd be fine once it drops down, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
As long as that motor's gonna go back far enough, right? Onto these mounts.
Sure.
Should.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're about an inch.
So you loosen that up a little. Okay, tighten it up just a little. A little more. A little more.
A little more, or what?
You jack that up more.
Yeah, you watch it, see.
Yeah.
Is it going? I don't know if we're lifting the floor yet.
I think so.
Maybe not. I think it's you slid it.
I did?
Yeah, well I watched it through the hole. It did move. A little bit maybe.
Yeah, I think I'm on that switch.
You want me to try to drop it then?
Just a tiny bit. Hold on. Yeah, drop it down just a little.
Right there?
Yeah, that's what it doesn't want to do.
Yeah, I just want to go around that bar on the oil pan.
Because here I'm on the manifold.
Yeah.
Or on the manifold on the intake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to go back that much.
To drop down.
Yeah.
Can you? I guess I don't know if that'd be possible. I was gonna say, can you disconnect the steering?
Well, that's what I was just looking at to see if I could
Brainwave. Yeah, disconnect it so it would slide in.
take it off the arm here and drop the arm down.
Yeah. You want me to put a little tension on it up?
Just a touch.
Like that? Do you want a bigger ratchet or you got one?
Yeah, these two aren't big enough. These sockets.
What do you got? Cause I got an 1.1 inch here.
Probably the black ones, black sockets that are there.
What's this one? Does that go on there? Kinda. Cause that's 35 mil. Cause then the only other thing I got was 1.25 inch. Yeah, can you push that forward now? Oh yeah, that might do it. Okay, I'll let this down a bit. You watch it.
Yeah.
How about that? Right there.
Yeah, just bring this down a touch. A little more.
How much more?
Did you take the jack down all the way?
Nope. You want it all the way?
Yeah.
Good. Now what?
Down some more.
Keep going?
Hold on. Down some more. Touch up.
Down some or what?
Okay, just to lift it up a hair.
No more?
More.
How much more? A little more? Oh, look at that.
Just tear down.
Yeah, you look at that.
Gotta come this way though.
Yeah, and you got room to go that way. If this would slide down.
Yeah.
I'll just need something to lift up on that side and push it over, I guess, eh?
Here, release the pressure. Okay, go up a little. Look. Just touch. More. Putting a little lift on that.
Bars right there if you want. Yep, came up the other side.
Okay, let her down.
Could be that the train's dangling.
Okay, try putting the jack under there and lifting the tranny up. Yeah, some more.
A little more? Oil pan's pretty level right there.
That's about maybe there. I might have to, with a bar, make some room over there.
Okay guys, we got it in there. We're gonna see if we can get the steering hooked back up. We just had to drop the steering arm to allow the oil pan to actually slip by it. But it's looking pretty close, so we're thinking it might work, but we'll bring you guys in for a closer look so you can see what it looks like, but it's looking pretty sweet in this frame, so I'm digging it. Okay guys, so what I meant by that steering linkage down there, I don't know if you can see that to the oil pan. Dad might end up doing a rack, so that might not matter so much, but for now I think we're going to have enough clearance with that for obviously moving it around, but it's looking pretty good. This side of the head has pretty good clearance. This other side, we're going to have to do a little massaging on the back side there, probably just to make it fit a little bit better. I think we're going to throw just a strap underneath the tranny just to hold it up in the back for now so we can figure out the tranny mount. He's got the old one, which we think we're going to use. We might just have to modify it just a little bit to make it work in there, but I think that's going to work pretty slick. But I think that's going to do it for this episode, guys. We're going to do another video of actually probably getting it running in the frame, but for now it's just looking pretty sweet, getting it in there. Really good steps forward. If you guys have any tips on putting an LS into a Tri-5, comment them down below. Much appreciated. Like what kind of headers maybe you used or whatnot. I know friggin' Dan over there at DD Speed Shop, he likes, you know, Tri-5s, and he's done a couple LS swaps, so go tell him I need some help. But I think that's going to do it for now, guys. Really appreciate all you guys watching and subscribing. We'll catch you next time, but as always, don't forget to salute the beaver.